Hey, Spartan.
They're down by 2 Cap. His ball is not day coming in with the rolling bomb. They've got the return. They've got the Cap.
Koiz needs to sit on that button. Koiz, get on that button. Koiz, get on that button. Koiz didn't get on the button.
It looks like it might be. No, Nakoma. Wow. The tail of the single turtle. And there's still a minute to go, but man, have Myrtle Beach Murballs turned up the heat. The dynamics have changed entirely, and I can assure you my neighbors will attest to that.
Leishman.
Wait, okay, yeah, never mind. Wait, did you say Leishman?
Schweiz is coming in. Got Stu and Lakeshore on opposite D. Ron Sponson does a really good block.
Slide all over that Tag Pro. No, he's not. That's it. They've tied it up again. All right, guys, welcome to an exciting presentation tonight on Sponsored TV. It's MLTP Season 7, Equidistant 8. We'll be watching Ghostbusters versus Rektiles, and it's going to be a very exciting matchup on Smirk tonight. I do want to, at this moment, welcome my co-commentator, Nilfin, will be joining for some co-commentary. Nilfin, how's it going?
Pretty well. Good to be here for another exciting playoff match.
Definitely. This is both these teams have had quite the season, and I think it's going to be a very fun one to watch. I actually personally picked this one out of the 4 as my favorite stream for the week. So, and actually, Smirk is one of my favorite maps.
Absolutely. If I weren't commentating this game, I would be watching this game. So that's one less viewer for you, Ron.
Oh no!
Well done.
That's not very good. Yeah, I'm just trying to pull up the starting lineups that we talk about while we're waiting. Hopefully we can get a group link here pretty soon, too.
Oh, nice. I like the MIDI Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is from that Mario event that we had a while back. But I think it fits well. Speaking of the Ghostbusters, the captain is Micro. He is actually a Season 5 Super Bowl champion, and he is a member of the Ball of Fame, so very distinguished member leading that team.
Absolutely.
Trying to look at their lineup here.
I'm assuming it's Micro, Gem, and why am I suddenly Knoblord and...
Yeah, there it is.
Probably.
Yeah. So TPR is one of the best offensive players in MLTP, according to some people. He's a pretty talented flag carrier, and that's definitely evidenced by the fact that he won the offensive team ball this season. He also was a member of the Season 6 tiers, which were the runner-up to the Super Bowl.
They were the Susan Lucci of Season 6.
So that some big names on that team.
Yeah, and Knoblord, who... Well, Knoblord is... It's funny because they called, the award Team Ball, and what Team Ball really means to me is the support player, and Knoblord is one of the best out there in terms of support offense.
Well,
and so...
Yeah, definitely. It'll be interesting to see how that shapes up. We are being called biased right now, so I do want to...
We're talking about the Ghostbusters first.
It's true. We were doing the Ghostbusters. Now we do want to transition over to the Rektiles. And let's get some more appropriate music going for that one. A little bit of Reptilia by the Strokes. So, yeah, Rektiles are captained by...
Mr. Fez?
Fez himself. Yeah, we did see that hype video there with the practice scheduling by Fez. Working tirelessly this season to get those scheduled out. Starting for the Rektiles, Dino, Nub, Fat, and Fez, if he does show up, that is. And Subglacious, a.k.a. Extractum, if Fez does not show up. So
Subglacious is currently in. They just gave us a link.
All right, let's...
Guess not.
Yep, Streamosaurus Rex confirming in the chat Fez is not playing tonight.
probably a smart team move. No, I'm sure there's a reasoning behind it. Dino, though, great on offense. He ends up sometimes playing a little more of a support role just because most of Dino's play is about thinking rather than just crazy flag carrying, although he can cap the flag with the best of them.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, it'll be interesting to see how that works on Smirk. Being that Smirk is typically a defensive map, and we can talk more about it as the map comes up, but it's very difficult for offenders to show off some skills on this map, and it'd be interesting to see what they're able to do.
Yeah, and of course, they've got their Euro defense, Nub and Fat, a.k.a. Sunball 3.
That's right, yeah, he goes by a couple different names, but he's... it's pretty interesting, actually, Fat, because Sunball 3, he's not an American player, but he's been really tearing it up in MLTP this season.
I thought Nub was also European as well. I thought they had the European defense.
Yes. The whole defense is European.
Yes.
And that's not very common in MLTP.
No, but it's worked for them, and it's because they're both crazy good defenders, and I think they're getting decent ping on Radius. I'm assuming that for both of them, playing on Radius is like a Radius player playing on Sphere.
Right.
Unfortunately, should they make it to the Super Bowl, I do have a few concerns about them playing West Coast teams.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that plays off. They got to win tonight, though. This fall, we got to win a couple games. So this is the Equidistant 8. The team that wins this one will make it to the semifinals, and then after that we have the Super Bowl.
Yep. We're just 80 minutes away from the Super Bowl at this point.
Well, we're just, the pause here, we're just waiting for the game to get started. Everyone's lining up in the group. Getting the final readies. We should be ready to start the game any minute here. "80 long minutes," says Manbear in chat. The real TV Big Papa asked him what the Super Bowl is. The Super Bowl is Tag Pro's version of the Super Bowl. And it's the penultimate game the ultimate game, the final game of the MLTP League. Very fun one to watch. That'll be in a couple weeks.
And it'll be especially interesting. It's always interesting because in the Super Bowl, teams have not met during the regular season outside of potentially scrims. And I was not in spec. Aren't I brilliant? Oh, the old changing their spawns. There was supposed to be a new, a new release that allowed people to select their spawns. I don't know if they're just waiting till the end of the season.
Yeah, maybe they didn't want to switch it up in the middle of the season. To any new viewers who aren't familiar with competitive play, what you saw there is they were switching sides to try to get more optimal spawns to start the game.
For the pups, because basically the initial pups, controlling those is huge.
Well, already both flags out of base. Very nice offensive start. Noblord with some nice moves using that team boost effectively. And this is looking like a decent shot here.
Yeah, but they can't waste too much time because it's a small map. As you can see now, Noblord still has 3 to beat. But they are reset.
Sunball 3 being very
I'm assuming he's going to kill time to get the pups, maybe. Or he's just going to
try to power it in.
No, he's still going for that pup. Oh, yeah, he's going to get mid.
Now. We're referring to this middle power-up right here. Rolling bomb, exactly what he was hoping for. Coming in with the rolling bomb. This should be a good shot here.
Oh.
Interesting.
Nub with a good defensive grab.
And that's going to be a cap.
That's going to be a first cap. When Micro got that Tag Pro, yeah.
Yeah, the Tag Pro in addition to the rolling bomb led for a quick cap. And there's a quick second cap right there. The momentum is going very well for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get the chance to get a good look at his regrab, but with a Tag Pro killing people in base, it's kind of surprising that he was able to get out with that regrab. I'd love to go back and look at that after.
Well, if anyone does want to see replays, it will be available at youtube.com/RonSponson after the game. Yeah, a quick 2-cap lead for the Ghostbusters. And we got another round of power-ups. Look at people congregating around the mall. I'm going to point them out on the stream here. We got left, middle, and right.
Ooh, Ghostbusters almost got all three, but Subglacius fought the good fight for the Tag Pro in his team's base.
I'm watching that Tag Pro, actually. It looks like it's going to be pretty effective. Heading back for regrab, though, instead of leading. An interesting decision. Regrab's pretty important.
Yeah. I think he also recognized he didn't have too long on that Tag Pro.
That's a good point, yeah. Power-ups do last for 20 seconds, so they're always keeping track as to... well, usually you don't count exactly what time it's going to go out. Some people do, but...
Beautiful button by Subglacius there.
Yeah, protecting
Nub's going to have to...
Gem.
Nub had the other one, but Gem with the return, yeah.
Yeah, Gem had great position there, was being blocked out, but still able to let the cap.
I always love to see the button play on this map, because people push for those buttons hard. This is one of those maps that there are a lot of set plays on offense, too.
Yeah, this is, like we said earlier, a very defensive map, and I'll explain why. You've got, typically the way to do this is you've got one player that plays on the flag. If you look at Gem right now, she's covering the flag. And another person will sit in that general area right there and either man this boost or this button here. And they're just contain roll. Subball 3, I'm sorry, Subball 3 is fat, right?
Yep.
Fat is demonstrating it there too. It's just a contain. You don't want him past this line is the goal. Well, it's settled down quite a bit after those first couple caps. Maybe they're a little antsy.
Rektiles really want that middle pup, and Subglacius is going to pick it up.
Although Micro getting a Tag Pro and going to
yeah, but they give up the other two.
And it was just a juke juice. They're going to keep it on defense. So all in all, not going to be a very dangerous power-up round, especially with Micro with that Tag Pro on defense.
Yeah, it's funny because on this map, juke juice is kind of like a rolling bomb or a Tag Pro sitting on the flag. Like, you're not going to get out on a juke juice defending you.
Yeah, I think on this map, especially on a lot of maps, but especially this map, the Tag Pro is probably one of the most dominant power-ups.
Yeah.
So dominant that the game is named after it. Look at TPR going to get out top, pass 3. Now this is a crucial boost here.
Dino with the great positioning.
Yeah. That boost
and honestly, that Flaccid wasn't a bad idea because now he's back on D.
Right. Yeah, that's
picks up a pup.
It's a common way to get back onto defense quickly. Great bomb. Yeah, this boost route up top is very common for flag carriers to take. It's almost essential to try to get past everyone. You'll take it through these spikes here. It's much more common for players to go down, try to get through on the bottom, just because you've got more options, right?
That was interesting seeing Micro do that. I thought that was kind of smart, where instead of going for the snipe, which Dino was basically baiting him into, he boosted ahead so that he was able to kind of keep the contain, because he knew that Dino had to go down that way.
Right. Nub with a great block on that team boost, but Dino can't catch the corner of that boost. Gem getting the nice return. And looks like Ghostbusters going to be able to get a nice round on power-ups here. They got 2 already, and all 3.
All 3.
This is a good shot for them to be able to try for a cap.
Yeah, like, if there's anything TPR wants, it's Noblord with the Tag Pro and him with the Juke Juice.
That's about the way to do it. And here it is. Noblord's just going to clear a path here. Got a little too far ahead taking that boost, but it doesn't matter. That's going to be a 3rd cap.
Micro went for Re, but again, that Tag Pro, you get the cap, but your Re usually suffers for it.
It does, but a lot of teams are willing to sacrifice the regrab for a good chance at a cap.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, Tag Pro is a game of trade-offs. Actually, it's you can only be in one spot at a time, so you've got to.
Yep.
It's all about decision making. You know, there's a little bit of mechanics to it, being able to juke.
Yeah, and it's really what the best players have in this, and what you'll see in MLTP, especially in these playoff games, is just really solid decision making by people. You know, their mechanics aren't always, you know, better than everyone, you know, everyone else. There are plenty of great mechanic guys in minors and NLTP, but it's the decision making that really makes the difference. I mean, like, you know, Noblord here, well, he got returned, but he was, you know, intentionally getting the hell away from the guy with the juke juice, and was doing a good job of it until he ran into the guy that had, I think, flaceted.
Right. I know, trying to stick through the button, can't quite do it. TPR might be able to get out top. Can Noblord keep the button? He can. TPR going to take that boost. Almost spikes. Fourth cap. Ghostbusters taking a commanding lead here on the first half.
Yep. Everyone doing a good job timing those pups still.
Yeah, actually, Rektiles.
2 rolling bombs, both for Rektiles.
Right. Unfortunately, they're both diffused. Getting close to about a minute and a half to go here on the first half. For those unfamiliar with the format, we have 2 halves, 2 10-minute halves per game, and we'll be having 2 of those games. Nice split by TPR.
Oh, I was going to say I would have been tempted to go top there, but after seeing TPR pull off that sweet move, I defer to his better judgment.
Oh, and an unfortunate angle. Right into that spike.
See Micro again boosting ahead of the guy rather than trying to snipe the return.
Yep, you want to go where the flight carrier is headed, not where he's at.
That's not something I've seen anyone else do on this map. I'm sure people have, but that's not the way the button boost guy typically plays this map.
No, typically you go straight for the return, but what Micro was doing is he noticed that he was the flight carrier is going to have to go in this bottom choke area, and so Micro positioned himself perfectly right there in the middle of this choke point to be able to prevent the flight carrier from getting past him. A lot of times containing is actually more important than returning, and you see Jem demonstrating it beautifully right there.
And I do feel like we're, you know, favoring the Ghost Boosters a little bit right now in our commentary, but it's hard when they just dominated that half. I mean I'm not looking at stats here, but Prevent, you know, there's a total of maybe 3.5 minutes on the Rektiles side. And I guess there's 3.5 minutes on the other side as well, but sure didn't feel like it.
No, it didn't. And I think, so looking at those stats especially, I think what the key there is what won it was the defense. And that would be expected on a map like Smirk. But Jem especially getting a lot of returns up there. We saw some interesting, nice strategy by Micro with the containing. And definitely the... It's really the defense on this map that has a chance to shine. And that's exactly what happened for the Ghost Boosters.
It's got to be why it's one of my favorite maps.
Yeah, same here. I always like the team boost snipe as well. That's always fun.
That's where I play as well. Don't give me that, you know, flag D. That's boring. Do we want to put the scores up for the second half?
Yeah, I got
Jem
a
is
scoreboard.
asking.
Yeah, I've got a scoreboard up here right now, 4-0.
Oh, you've got a scoreboard?
Yeah,
they're
scores
asking if you want to put it in group.
Yeah, that'd probably be good. Yeah, I'm leveraging the MLTP.info. It's not taking scores this time, but I am leveraging the look of it for the scoreboard. So thanks. Jem herself actually responsible for that. She actually won the Behind the Scenes award this season for all of her work getting that MLTP.info site up and running.
That was so crucial this season. I mean, just being able to A, not have to worry about the stats, and B, be able to kind of watch this live. Just seeing the stats update and getting stats for each game was pretty crucial just from a viewer standpoint.
Absolutely, and it's nice that we've got that history to be able to go back and see any of the games too. It's a much better view than these. What we've previously done is just Google Docs, and this actually, the cool thing about MLTP.info is it is live updating to the cap. So as the game is going on, you can see that anytime a cap happens, it gets updated automatically live on the site, and that was just a really cool idea.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting ready to start the second half here. The first game, Ghostbusters with a 4-cap lead going into the half 2. It'll be interesting. So Rektiles have a 4-cap deficit. What do they need to be doing differently starting the second half?
Well, I think if they get both these tag pros, that's going to help a whole bunch. Because they're definitely getting one of them. With 4 caps, and they got them both. Hopefully one of them maybe thinks about staying back. Well, the double tag pro grab is one of the riskiest things in the world because you have neither person knows where anyone's spawning.
Yeah. Dino couldn't quite lead the path there.
Well,
I'm not faulting.
There were just too many guys.
Yeah. One of the things that I do see though, it's easy when you have a tag pro. You might want to go for getting tags rather than just clearing a path. And I think Dino may have ventured a little bit too far forward trying to get a tag in there rather than just bulldozing a path. If he stayed a little closer to the flight carrier, it could have been a different story.
Yeah, well, there's that one boost there that's really good for snipes.
Yeah.
And so you also need to make sure that they don't have access to that. Rektiles pick up all 3 pups again. Well, they only got 2 the last one, but
they're doing what they need to. Nub with a juke juice. Dino with the tag pro. Let's see if he clears the path this time. He does.
For a second, I thought he was going to do the Season 4 strats, but
no, Nub didn't see a look he liked, so he backed out of it. Nub, great decision making here. Split seconds.
Yeah.
So here's where what they can do is what's referred to as a regrab train, and they just train up regrabs. Look at what Nub is doing. He's going up, and he's going to sit right on that flag tail for regrab. And if the Rektiles can keep the flag out of base this half, that's going to be what they need to do. The Ghostbusters are forced to be on defensive mode right now. They don't
Dino with a good little move there to have Gem whiff on him. Oof.
A bad bomb, but they're keeping this regrab train going.
And Nub is looking into rolling.
I mean, a 4-cap deficit is very hard to come back from, but the Rektiles are doing everything right now. Dino on regrab. Look at this. They're just going to keep going until they get a reset. I think the Ghostbusters need to be aggressive here.
Oh, beautiful boost by Dino. I was worried at how close they were getting. And this is where that boost comes in. He, was very quickly, they closed in on him, and now Noblord's out past 3.
That was key. Noblord changing the pace up. Gonna pull the flag. It's returned for cap right now. Ooh, almost got it. But now they've changed the pace up. Disrupted the regrab train by setting up a train of their own. Dino lining up a boost. There's no regrab. If there's a return here, it could be a cap, but everyone's waiting.
Everyone's going for pups, yeah.
TPR delayed the pickup. Oh, nice moves by TPR. Delayed the pickup of the rolling bomb. Very smart. A lot of times you don't have to grab the power up right away just because it shows up, and that means you get longer with it. Noblord picking a good path, getting below that team boost. Oh, no, unfortunate positioning of his teammates, and now Subglacious, the last man back. Gonna try to pull the flag. Great kiss.
Beautiful kiss. And that's just a smart move. He knows he's outnumbered and it's going to be a little while before he has anyone to help. Best scenario there is just to give everyone a chance to reset. Micro too strong on that button.
Yeah.
He was not being coy about it.
He was not. That is a reference to the player Kois, who very famously did not get on the button on Geo Koala. Dino, great job with those bombs. Nub's got a Tech Pro. Is he going to take it and lead? They need to return TPR. This is crucial. Oh, boy.
And there's that rolling bomb over there that almost wish he had gone looking for.
No caps yet, and we're about halfway through the second half. And Rektiles got to start capping here if they want a shot at coming back. They're doing well.
Well, I mean, there's still another entire game, and if they win that game, we go into over. We go into a third game. That's right.
Right. Yeah.
So I may have spoken a little too quickly when I said 80 minutes to the Super Bowl.
That's true. It all depends if there's any overtimes. Now, overtimes are very interesting. I think the record on amount of overtimes is 4 overtimes. I hope we don't see that.
That MLTP playoff game last season.
Yeah, the Nooper Ball. Actually, I was in that game, and it was
that was an actual Nooper Ball. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no. It was leading to the Nooper Ball.
I thought it was a playoff.
Yep, it was the game right before the
semifinals.
Yep.
Yeah.
So both teams were playing really conservatively. They didn't want to lose.
And was it on Boombox, if I remember?
That one was on Blast Off, I want to say.
Oh. Blast Off. I like that map. I'm kind of disappointed it's not in this season.
Noblord doing some nice flag carrying here. The second I say that, he goes into a spike, though.
And they've got a little bit of a shot here. Just two blocks. Oh, Noblord.
In. Nice job on Noblord.
TPR gets the button.
Aggressive roll right now. And they can afford to be aggressive. They've got a 4-cap lead.
Yep. Like the kiss there. It's like, let's just get a reset.
Exactly. They're definitely comfortable.
They might get a...
Can they get a cap here? No. Nice job by Subglacious.
And Micro's going, where the hell are they spawning? Where the hell are they spawning? Oh,
speaking of spawning. Yes, that team boost spawned at the perfect time. Otherwise, Micro would have been out. Yeah, it's going to be hard to get past Dino. He had a nice juke juice there. And be aggressive to get the return. Dino clearly doing what they need to do. They have to be aggressive here. They need 4 caps in 3 minutes. Can games tie on this, or is there a tie? Is there an overtime?
There will be a tiebreaker.
Right.
Yes.
I don't think there will be one this game, but we'll see how it falls out. Although this is a pretty quick map, it's a pretty short map, and especially if you can start going top, that's what the flight carriers need to start doing. Start being real quick about it. Try to go top and getting some caps. Nobbler's doing just that. Look at that. I still have the arrows on the stream. Nobbler boosting across. Unfortunately, for the Rektiles, that's the wrong team to grab the flag right now. Dino doesn't know where the spawn is. They have 2 Tech Pros and a Juke Juice. They got all 3 power-ups. And now's the time for them to cap, but it doesn't look like they've got a good shot yet. As there's
Noblord just was like, you're not getting this return. I'm just killing myself.
Okay, here we go. This is looking good. 2 offensive D, 2 blockers. Jam with the crucial snipe.
Yeah, that... Oh, no one had button.
That would have been a cap, it seems. Sunball, Fat, the only one there, gets a return.
Great button to let Fat get out the top.
We have a question on stream about how we get the arrows. That's BBQ Chicken has put together an extension called Tech Pro Telestrator. Dino picking up a Juke Juice. Should be able to chase well with it. No, he's got a rolling bomb as well. Going to get on regrab, I assume. Maybe chase as well. Oh, TPR! Oh. Can't quite get past Subglacious.
Noblord was there playing D, and it slowed him down. It would have been a cap.
Oh, Subglacious did take the boost. Subglacious messed up there. Oh, man.
I mean,
go ahead.
You can't fault Noblord for playing on the flag.
Not at all. Subglacius could have had a cap there.
Oh.
If he'd have taken this
Dino
boost across,
with the clutch grab,
like we were talking about earlier, and they had the return, he would have gotten a cap. It would be a 4-1 game, but with 1 minute to go, there's not much of a chance. It's kind of a moot point.
It's dangerous to take that boost unless you know someone has your button, or your button is clear.
That's true. You need communication for that, and often you don't have enough time to do it. Sometimes you have to take a leap of faith. There's the cap, and that'll seal the deal on this first game. Looks like Ghostbusters going to win it.
5-0.
Well, at least they got a Tech Pro. Micro. Let's see what he does here. Waited for the return before grabbing. Again, decision making right there. And they're being good sports about it. They're playing smartly still. They're not playing. They're not throwing caution to the wind. Noblord's just going to spin around that spike. And now it's just a formality here as the final 10 seconds wind down. Ghostbusters taking the first game with a 5-0 win. And we saw some excellent snipes by Gem, some great positioning by Micro, and the defense has just secured the win for the Ghostbusters. Power-ups were pretty even, actually. I think the Rektiles did pretty well on power-ups this half, but they couldn't use them.
If the Rektiles had played the first half the way they played that second half, it would have been a very different match. Both teams played that second half very well. Ghostbusters just had the advantage of having that 4-cap lead going into it, and so their concern was keeping Rektiles from scoring, whereas Rektiles really had to try and make plays and get caps on the board. And they were doing a great job. I mean, if you look early on, Ghostbusters had a bunch more returns, but that was because Rektiles kept running that regrab train on them, and the prevent for Subglacius and Fat was just way up there, and so we'll see if they continue that at the start of this fresh game.
Well, I do want to play a congratulatory Ghostbusters song here again, just to congratulate the team for winning the first game here. Ghostbusters 5-0, and I think you were right. The key, it seemed the Rektiles were doing the right things. They were getting the power-ups. They had the regrab train going for the first half of the game practically, but they just could not get past that impeccable defense of the Ghostboosters.
The offensive D. Yeah.
Offensive D, yes.
Yeah, and offensive D, like honestly, when I talk about higher level Tag Pro strats, the most important things are blocking and offensive D, because people are going to be able to get out with the flag, and people are going to be able to get the flag returned. Those are the two basic, tenets of Tag Pro. People are going to get out, people are going to get returned. The difference in kind of both of those when it comes to caps are blocking and offensive D.
Right, those are the two crucial things you need to be able to get a cap. And it's one thing to go get out of base, that's one skill, but capping is another skill entirely, and the Rektiles just struggled with that this game.
Yep.
I mean, they did cap once, I guess. So, yeah, that could be, that's accurate. So, we're looking for another game on Smirk here, and they need to kind of redial things here going into the second game. And I don't know what, maybe they're going to switch the team up a little bit.
I see a whole bunch of people there on the red side, but I don't know if...
Hold on. I'm going to show this on the stream. They're going to try the controversial strategy of playing 5 players.
No, they dropped it to 4.
Okay.
But they do have Snowball and Big Swingin' in for Nub and Subglacius. I might go grab a beer real quick.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, while he's grabbing a beer, I'll just do a quick recap for anyone who just joined us. We're watching the Equidistant Day tier of MLTP playoffs, and we just watched the first game, and the Ghostbusters with a commanding victory, 5-0. were able to clinch the first game. There's one more game to go. If Ghostbusters win this one, they'll be moving on to the penultimate game. That will be the game prior to the Super Bowl. Rektiles need to win this one to have a chance of going on. If they do win it, we'll be playing a third game for a tiebreaker. One thing to keep an eye on, Rektiles were very good at getting the flag out of base, especially second game. They had a regrab train going for the first half. Could not cap, though. 0 caps in 20 minutes. Ghostbusters only got 1 cap the second game. So if you look at that, actually, from a half perspective, game 1 half won 4-0. A commanding lead by Ghostbusters, but half 2, it actually was a closer game, 1-0, only a 1 cap difference. So Rektiles know that they can play well, and it can be competitive. So going into this half 1, it's starting over, new game 0-0, and they're going to see if they can't get an early lead here. That would be key. They need momentum right now, and it's going to be a fresh game here, so that's their best chance.
And I'm back, and they didn't even start yet.
No, not yet. We just did a quick summary. I was saying I think the Rektiles need to get the early lead here. They need momentum right now.
Absolutely. You know, putting the Ghostbusters on defense will definitely change the tempo of this game.
Well, it certainly did for game 1 half 2. I mean, if you look at that 1-0, that's a very close half. I know the final score won't
and they only got
that
cap because Rektiles were just getting kind of desperate the last couple minutes.
Right.
And had to play a little more aggressively.
Speaking of the Rektiles, we'll give them a good luck song here. I believe this one's called the Reptile Rap.
Oh, baby.
The Triple Tag Pro opening.
Three, 2, 1.
Alright, we'll get back to that after this half.
Oh, big whiffs on the middle pup, but is blown back into it. Oh, this could be... Gems can get in front of him, though. Those team tiles are really clutch for getting in front of someone that goes top.
Absolutely. Those are huge. Another interesting element to this map. Yeah, interesting. Snowball in for Nub here. Let's see if that... change of roster will change anything. No, it looks like Noblord's going to be able to get out. Noblord just being really... I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. He's playing very well.
Yeah.
And this is a much slower start. Both teams are kind of settled down into this one. Nice job by Noblord, pushing into the spike, grabbing the flag, trying to get past Dino, but Dino's got a juke juice as well.
Ooh, Dino almost gets the second return.
And that'll reset things for both teams.
Yeah, so I think that's actually big swing that's in for Nub, as Nub was playing offense last half, and Snowball's in for Subglacious.
Right, okay. We'll see if it does anything for him. So far, it's not looking too bad, but TPR is going to get out top past 2. Going to hit this boost. No! Great bomb. The bomb from behind. But now Noblord's out. Noblord and TPR just an amazing duo.
Dino just had a great grab there with a lot of patience and some help from Big Swinging to get out, though he gets returned there.
A lot of action going on right now. The TPR with the flags. Got a juke juice. Gem going to get a rolling bomb regrab. Snowball out with the Tag Pro lead. But the Tag Pro lead's having trouble. Micro trying to get a snipe. Can't quite get there in time. That'll be a reset, but Dino's got the regrab.
And Gem's rolling bomb runs out.
Dino with the flag. This could go any direction. Unfortunate boost there. Dino coming in with the flag. We've got 2 blockers. Can they get the return? They've got it, but TPR's there.
There
No!
it is. First cap for Rektiles.
Yes, Rektiles doing a great job, and they're doing exactly what they need to. They've got an early lead, 1-0. Let's see if they can hold it and maybe even add another cap or 2 before the end of the half.
Who wants 60 minutes a game tonight? I do.
Oh, I definitely do. That would be really exciting because Ghostbusters played very well first game, and if Rektiles can beat them the second game, it should be a really interesting third game. There's another rolling bomb available mid. Dino doesn't know that, though, so he's not going to be risky with his. Now he might. He sees it, so he's coming in with the rolling bomb. No problem. Can't quite get their micro pulling at the exact right time. There's that decision making.
Oh,
Pass 3.
Snowball almost did a great job using that rolling bomb to get the return. Missed by just a pixel.
Oh, Big Swinging's going to have to juke here. Oh! Just missed the cap. I can't believe that. Wow, that was about as close as it gets here. Micro.
Yeah.
What moves by Micro? Looked like it was almost a cap there. Sunball 3 Fat able to get the flag.
Yeah. And that's another thing. It's sometimes the best time to grab is what seems like the worst time to grab. But it's a great time to grab mainly because the defense is so worried about blocking to get their guy into cap that they often leave lanes open like that.
And a lot of times it's your only option. If you're sitting there and you're getting blocked out, sometimes your only option is to grab the flag and hope that it's going to slow things down and allow you a chance. Dino just being aggressive. He didn't care about the
he had that tag pro, and so he's spawning with tag pro and can
great decision making by Dino.
And there it is. It's a 2-0 Rektiles.
Brilliantly done.
If you're flag pro and you're near their flag, kissing is almost always the right answer.
Yep, and Dino, I would say, definitely gets the assist in that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. Snowball's got to get on that button. He has. No one on the team boost. Nice blocking by Micro. And not much now. Both teams able to reset. We got power-ups around the corner. Let's see what happens here. Big Swing and TPR waiting. Dino, somehow 3 trying to power Micro. But Noblord's going to make them reconsider as he grabs the flag. Snowball. And nice boost.
Not sure that's what he intended to do.
I don't know if I've seen that
looked really sweet
before, but that was awesome. Massive swinging, people are saying in chat. Well, this is great. A 2-0 lead for the Rektiles, just what they needed. Big Swinging's going to try to do a juke. Micro's not going to fall for it. Gem's going to fall for it. Micro still sitting there. Great contained by Micro. Nice patience. He wasn't budging an inch.
Yeah.
Forgot to mention one of the other things about this map. You're not seeing it as much on this because we're watching MLTP, one of the premier leagues. But there's a lot of spikes. Look how many spikes are on your screen. It's a minefield of spikes out there. And you'll see those.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Pass 2. Pass 3. That's another cap.
Wow. 3 cap lead. Great job.
And that was all taking advantage of the waiting for pups. Dino just waits for that tag pro. Big forgets the flag.
Let's see if Fat can do anything here. Fat, a defender trying to grab the flag, get out of base, can't get past Noblord.
It's hard to juke on European ping.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I always remember the Evil One telling me about how he jukes, and his jukes are entirely kind of muscle-based. They're not based on what he sees on screen. Like, it's entirely like, okay, I'm going to do just this a little bit, and that should probably draw them up that way, and so then I go like this.
Right.
And so I don't know, how many of the other Europeans are playing that way, but I know the Evil One, that's how he handles Ooh, Gem coming in with Superman. Sending Dino home.
And all 4 players in base. Gem, can she get out? She can. She's Flag Pro. Can't get past here. Gonna maybe want to set up a... Whoa, Gem! Oh! Wow! Gem with brilliant moves. Fools the commentator. But unfortunately, narrowly misses the cap. Oh, man. That's one for the highlight reels. Unfortunately, it wasn't a cap. Chad is going nuts after that play. TPR is coming with the rolling bomb past 3. This is a very good shot. And a tag pro. That's a guaranteed
Then they don't even
cap.
need either of them.
No. That's the irony. Knobloid's going to have to cut back.
Was that an aggressive boost from Gem, I guess, to clear a couple guys out?
I think so. I didn't quite
someone
catch it.
boost into... Ooh.
TPR. Wow, nearly clips the spike. Noblord.
It was a beautiful boost.
Yeah, it was. That was dangerous. Noblord's... It's a return for cap. Can't quite get it. Micro is going to sit on regrab. Big Swing is going to have to double back. TPR is going to close off the other end, and that'll be a return. Unless he were to pull a Gem there and just defy expectations. Dino with a nice boost. Big Swing is to be able to lead, but they need to get a return. Great decision making. Big Swing is going for the return here. They got 2 tag pros. Unfortunately, they're not really using the tag pros. Oh, couldn't get the return. Wow, just a cluster of power-ups here. And it looks like they're all for the Rektiles. Not going to be able to get them in the cap, though. Fat struggling to get the return with that Juke Juice. Again, it's probably Ping coming into contention here. Return for cap. Dino's got to stay alive. We got the game. And look at that. We've got the Rektiles taking the lead here. 3-1 in the first half of Game 2. And what a great turn of events for the Rektiles.
Yeah. Big Swing was just able to bring the caps home. You know, Dino's the one sitting on the flag with the flag most of the time. But that's kind of classic Dino. I mean, Season 5 KG Ballers, Dino and Stalin. Dino held the flag, played conservatively, and gave Stalin the chance for his crazy aggressive caps.
I'm just trying to get into the chorus of the Rektile rap.
Not a slimy thing about these reptile friends.
Just as a celebration for winning the first half, at least.
Reptile rap.
Yo, what?
Reptile rap. It's the reptile rap.
The chat is going nuts right now.
What makes an animal fit in this category?
That's right, they said category.
Alligators, turtles, and snakes. Lizards and chameleons all over the place.
Hey, Dookie320 likes it.
Water, over water, on the land and in it. Reptiles are important.
I'm assuming this was a class project of someone's.
It was actually, yeah. It was like some class project. I don't know, the teacher was in there singing. You can hear her over the kids.
Reptile rap.
Oh no, Memiganu wants me to rap with them.
Slimy thing about these reptile friends. Dries a bone, scaly chrome, cold-blooded, sun-loving reptile rap. Reptile rap.
All right, that's all I'll subject you guys to. But yeah, congratulations to the Rektiles, turning things around. They've got to maintain it, though. They only have a 2-cap lead going into half 2, which is nice, but it's not a guarantee.
It's a nice cushion to have, but yeah. We saw that first half, you know, a 4-0 win for the Ghostbusters, so Rektiles are undoubtedly, you know, looking to maybe pad that number a little bit to bring us into an OT.
Interesting starting the power-ups. You got a couple tag pros here for... Or, sorry, there's no tag
rolling
pros.
bombs.
3,
Please.
2, 1.
So I think what we're going to see here... Now, TPR hopefully... Okay, yeah, not boosting straight across, because when you pick up that rolling bomb, boosting straight across is a good way to lose it. Noblord there, helping TPR out, get rid of that pesky rolling bomb. Dino's out, though, with a great block from Big Swing, and I'll let you do the play-by-play.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I messed up the stream here. We missed about the first 10 seconds. But
oh, okay.
I know BBQ's done that before. Heart you, BBQ.
Oh, big. Beautiful kind of patient boost there. Tries the corner bounce. Can't get it.
That is my catchphrase. Whoa. Noblord unfortunately catches the corner, speaking of catching, and gonna hit that spike as well.
Oh,
Dino makes an ill-advised boost.
I saw what he was trying to do. He's trying to boost under gem, but that's kind of a tight boost to make.
Yeah. We got power-ups. Dino's going to try to do something risky with it. Can't quite get there. Again, struggling with the boosts right now. You know, Dino, you can keep trying, but you're playing the Ghostbusters. You got to realize that they've got the advantage on that. Look at that
TPR,
button.
great button.
Nice
little
boost
juke
up
juice
top.
advantage. Another button.
Yeah, there it is.
And it's a one-point game.
And they're going to try to make it, they're going to try to tie it up here. TPR boosting. Can't quite get there. Dino's trying to get the boost.
I don't know why that is saying 4.
I'm not sure either. Pass 4 probably. Maybe, does Fat have a mic? Because that's a team chat right there, it looked like.
Yeah.
So he might have been saying he's pass 4. Or
yeah.
Maybe there's a call out for a lane.
Oh, that's probably what it was. I'm just not used to seeing that stuff in MLTP games.
Dino is going to fight off Gemma with that team boost, doing the right thing there. This is going to be a really close one. It's a 1-point game. Big swinging, trying to do a boost here. Can't get past Gem with that juke juice. And there's 2 flacids.
Micro just not letting Dino have that team boost. But Big's gonna... Oh! You can guard... He's guarding the button against Micro, but left it wide open for Gem.
Yeah, we do have an inside source confirming that that was a lane callout. They use the standard 1, 2, 3, 4 lane callouts on this map.
Dino uses a rolling bomb to get a rolling bomb that he loses.
Power-ups haven't been playing a big role
It's been a lot of rolling bombs and a couple juke juices, and there's 1 or 2 tag pros, I want to say.
Yeah, we need some more tag pros. That's the name of the game, quite literally. Look at this handoff. TPR trying for a handoff. Fat recognized it. Did he recognize it soon enough? Yes, just barely getting to the button in time. That was close.
I'm always
to a
amused
chance.
by the way you put the emphasis on the syllables in Tag Pro.
Please. There's a bit of a story behind that. Being from Minnesota, we would normally pronounce it Tag Pro. We would with a long A. Speaking of long, TPR, a nice long boost there. And that bomb helps! That was the cap there, Fat! Helping to tie it up, unfortunately.
And a great block from Micro on Big to make that happen.
And now Fat's going to be in an interesting, precarious position here as Noblord's got the flag with a juke juice. Going to be able to get past, and the bomb does not kill him. Noblord's past 3 now. But yeah, we would say Tag Pro in Minnesota, and boy, would I get called on in chat when I said Tag Pro. So,
so that's your over enunciation to try and save yourself from being
not
mocked.
quite.
And so we're mocking you for it anyway.
Exactly. No, I did try very hard to switch to saying tag instead of tag, and because I put so much focus onto tag, the pro just pops out. It's Tag Pro. Speaking of a pro, Noblord, a pro holding that flag. I expected a boost from Micro. Micro couldn't quite dial it in there. And Dino with a nice boost off the corner, splitting, but TPR cleaning up.
Oh. I'm just gonna keep saying oh. Oh.
You know,
oh,
that's the funniest thing is that when I first started commentating, that was like the hardest thing to like get around, is because you just want to react to everything, right? But like that's not words. Like oh, whoa. So it's tough to get words behind it. But I don't know. We could probably do a pretty compelling.
I think it would be really funny just if it weren't actually a real game to just the entire commentary would just be oh.
I think we could pull it off, but
we could certainly pull it off, but I wouldn't do it.
By the way, Sockle, SOCL, Sphere Origin Champions League. Just join Mumble to sign up. Pretty interesting event if you want to get partake in competitive play, but don't want to commit to a season of Tag Pro. It's a whole season of Tag Pro in one single night. Find it at a Mumble near you. Sorry, I do have to get at least one of those in each stream by contract.
That's fine.
Yep.
I mean, if you're looking for a casual Tag Pro league, and you're not actually interested in playing with your friends every night, or developing chemistry amongst your team, I mean that's fine. Because U.S. Contenders is for people that want to join a team and play together as a team.
Yeah, U.S. Contenders is another one that's like that. It's I don't know. We got a lot of competitive leagues here, a lot of options. Speaking of options, TPR's got a couple options to cap here, but big swing and cutting it off.
Dino just that hard block on Gem there.
Look at that. Gem cannot get past Dino.
Of course, now Snowball's left to defend the flag on his own.
And Dino's going to be able to lead here, but chooses not to. Instead, for the regrab, very good decision here, as Noblord would have had a return for cap scenario. Nice split by Big Swingin'! Fat might be able to get the return here. Unfortunately, Gem and TPR both there to get some blocks. It's a tie game right now. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Going to be a close one here. Big Swingin' with some moves. Micro by the boost. Dino,
and he was doing great until that boost spawns.
Yeah, those boost spawns are unpredictable, and well, a lot of times hurt you. Look at Big Swingin'.
Beautiful block from Big Swingin' there.
Yes, this is
and
if
Fat can,
yeah, Dino took it. Gonna stay alive. Gonna have to retreat here. Oh, Gem pushing Dino into the corner. Micro out past 1, maybe 2 if he hits his boost. Chooses not to take the boost. Interesting decision. I guess he probably didn't have any teammates that could see if that button was clear or not, so that's probably what he was doing, being safe.
Big just makes it to that rolling bomb in front of Gem to survive her.
Nice snipe by Dino.
Green Ring of Death onslaught.
Again, yeah, these Tag Pros, crucial power-ups on this map, and this is looking like a decent chance. Noblord's got to get out here or extend the play. And that's exactly what he's doing. Can't get past the button, but TPR there in time. Going to even up the scores.
Big doing a really great job of just kind of using a lot of the map.
Team boost. Off the corner!
Oh.
Wow, TPR was just in the right spot. That had been a cap had TPR been just pixels below that. Look at Dino being patient by this team boost right now. Just waiting for Big Swingin' to get on regrab. Great job by Dino. Nice patience.
He was also waiting to see where people were going to come through on defense to try and boost past them.
Right. A lot of times you wait right by that boost, and wherever the defenders come, you just boost right past them and get past at least 1 or 2. Look at these power-ups, though. Nice job. The Rektiles able to pick up the advantage here. A rolling bomb and a Tag Pro lead. Rolling bomb defused, and it pushes the Tag Pro into the spike.
Ouch. Hey, we might be heading into an overtime for this second half.
Right, we got 20 seconds left. Next cap will win it. but that's not much time. They got to grab and go, as they say. Big swing with the grab, and now he's trying to go. He's past 1. He can't get past 2. Dino with the flag. This is their last chance. 5 seconds to go. Not enough time.
Yep.
That's going to be it.
We're going into overtime.
Oh, I wish I had cool overtime music. We need the overtime rap. Boy, that was an exciting half. The Rektiles had a 2-cap lead, but that was not enough. The Ghostbusters were able to come back and tie it up 3-3. We were going to be headed into overtime. Now, if I think it's
just for this
overtime,
game,
right? For this game, right?
I'm not sure if it's sudden.
That.
Yeah.
Chat, help us out. But yeah, we'll be heading into overtime. If the Ghostbusters win this, they will have won the match for tonight.
And they are saying golden cap.
Golden cap. Okay, so overtime. First cap wins. If the Ghostbusters, or I'm sorry, if the Rektiles win it, then we're heading to an actual overtime game. Another 20 minutes of game if the Rektiles win it.
And I'm going to just double check the rules.
Definitely.
Okay, if scores are tied at the end of 2 halves, a sudden death game is played. If teams are split after 2 games, they will play a 3rd game called overtime. Oh, except in overtime, a 10-minute game is played, and the winner is the team with the highest score at the end of 10 minutes. Teams must switch sides after 5 minutes of overtime. So the overtime game is actually just a 10-minute game split into 2 halves.
Okay.
So right now we were doing golden cap. Should Rektiles win this, we're going to have 2 5-minute halves to make up a 10-minute overtime game.
Oh, here's an overtime song that is provided to us by Sorry here. I don't know if it's any good or not.
Three, two,
Sorry for helping out there. Oh, let's get back to the game on screen here.
2 rolling bombs and a juke juice, and the rolling bombs cancel each other out.
So this is a golden cap. Next cap, we'll win it for this second game here. Overtime on Sponsor TV. This is the Equidistant 8.
And golden cap OT, it's funny because you always either see the cap really quickly or it takes a really long time.
Right.
And a lot of times it's around a power-up that you'll see the cap. Oh, TPR weaving. Can't dodge bat. He's just too big.
We've got a bit of discussion in the chat at whether or not this song is better than Reptile Rap. Okay, guys, I'll make a promise to you right now. If Rektiles win this and we head to overtime, we'll celebrate with another round of Reptile Rap. So you got that to look forward to.
Ghostbusters with a tag pro on both ends of the field right now. And this is one case where leading it isn't a bad idea. I don't know why he went that way.
That's probably because he wants to grab the flag and cap. Oh. He missed it.
Nobbler likes the boost from bottom.
No, I called them the Rektiles. They're the Rektiles. Please. Yeah, here you go. As you said, it's not very quick. We're already 2 minutes in. Dino boosting up, gonna try to grab the flag. Bounce off Gem. Dino with the flag, being patient. Jukes past Gem. We've got the button.
Oh, he's
Dino out past 2. Got a boost. Sumbo 3. Fat trying to get the return. TPR's got position on the button. Got the snipe. Dino's got 2 to beat. 3 to beat.
3 to beat, yeah.
But he's got a juke juice. So does Gem. And Dino's got to be patient here. Dino, take your time. Gem's got a juke juice too. Head backwards.
Big You might want to come help here.
Yeah, I don't know. He's going to try it. Big swinging. They're pulling all the stops right here on Sponsor TV. Big swinging leading in. They're past 2. And
oh, Micro poosts him.
Wow, that was about as close as it gets. Dino clearly not happy about that one. Well, we were that close to hearing the Rektiles rap. Not so soon. Dino with the flag. Gems boost gets deflected. Big swing in the head. Dino's going to have to cut back. No regrab. That'll be a reset.
It's pup time again, though.
It is. Let's see what happens. Big swinging over to the mid pup, and Dino's going to be able to sneak and grab it. Micro sitting on bottom. Dino boosting over. He's going to be able to use that juke juice to easily get this bottom left pup. If he doesn't get it, it'll be a mistake. Nice support by Big swinging. Can TPR get out? Probably not. And Dino's going to be able to use this.
That wasn't a bad decision to grab. Yeah. You know, when you've got a tag pro on defense.
TPR cleaning up nicely with that boost. Big swinging shouldn't grab here. He should wait for his offensive partner to get there. That's exactly what he does. And TPR is going to have trouble here. Ooh, Fat being conservative here. Oh, man. There's that European pin for you. Snowball cleaning up. Let's get some music going again.
I should play in Europe because anytime I screw up, I can just be like, oh, my bloody ping.
TPR's past 1. Dino and Snowball out of position. Dino's got to cut off this boost. Can he do it? Nice bomb by Dino. Going to force TPR to head backwards. Snowball and Fat being pretty aggressive here because it's power-up time. Fat picking up a juke juice. Going to head back towards the bottom. 2 juke juices.
Oh.
And this is looking decent here. Return for Cap. There's the return.
Oh.
Can Sunball 3 can back at the blocks.
There
it is.
Oh, we're going into overtime.
We're going into overtime.
Take the second game.
Let's get a little bit of Reptile rap here to as a congratulation. Oh, where's my other music coming from? Oh, whoops. There we go. Oh yeah.
To help us know what makes an animal fit in this category. Yeah, their temperature changes to what's around. They're hot if they're sitting on hot ground. They're suited with scales and some lay eggs, and they're made of rubber, not their vertebrae. The reptile rap. The reptile rap. Not a slimy thing about these reptile friends. Dries a bone, scaly prone, cold-blooded, sun-loving reptile rap.
Yo, what?
Reptile rap. It's the reptile rap, yo, to help us know what makes an animal fit.
There's like a Chewbacca noise in there. That's kind of sick.
Crocodiles and alligators, turtles and snakes, lizards and chameleons all over the place. I mean, underwater, over water, on the land and in it. Reptiles are important. Don't you ever forget it.
One more time through this chorus here.
The reptile rap.
That's right. Get down with the reptiles here on Sponson TV. Let's get some real music going here. Whoa, it's a little loud. We are headed to an overtime period here as we saw. Whoa. We're headed to overtime period as we saw an excellent job by Rektiles, clearly getting the golden cap. Very close one. Quite a nail biter going into this overtime game. Can you help me on the rules here, Nelson? Is it a 1 10-minute half, or are they going to be two 5-minute
Well,
halves?
the rules officially, the overtime game during playoffs is 1 10-minute games, and they're required to switch sides after 5 minutes of play. So, in theory, this is supposed to be 2 5-minute halves. The teams are discussing the possibility of doing 1 10-minute period. So,
right, because
we'll
it's on the same server, it doesn't really matter to break it down in halves. It seems.
That's not entirely true, because the half break isn't just for you know, for server, it allows the teams to reset.
Oh, Schmungishma stepping in. Schmungishma, one of the rules committee members, I believe. And so he's stepping in saying that both captains could agree to put aside the rule, kind of a mini veto, shall we say. If both don't agree, it will be 2 5-minute halves.
Yeah. And there's a lot of sense in going with the 2 5-minute halves. You know, 5 minutes into the game, you could very well be like, okay, guys, I really wish we had a break here. And so I would personally want to do the 2 5-minute halves. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I mean, basically, the previous 40 minutes of play, the previous 45 minutes of play, roughly, forget it. It did not matter. It all comes down to these 2 5-minute halves that they've just agreed on. Not 1 10-minute half. We have 2 5-minute halves coming up on Smirk between the Ghost Boosters and the Rektiles to see who's going to make it to next week's semifinals game. Earlier, we said that they were just possibly 80 minutes away from the Super Bowl. That is proving to be very incorrect, as they're at least playing 55 minutes this week. So we're going to see what happens here in this overtime.
Yeah, that's right. We got the link treat out. This is very exciting overtime. You know, if you look at the halves, I think hold on, let me pull them up.
Ghost Boosters, I think, won 3 of the halves.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say, but I wanted to
It was
confirm.
4-0, 1-0, 0-2, 2-0, and then the golden cap in the overtime by Rektiles to bring us to
so if you look at it on
which we now stand.
A pure cap differential or pure number of halves won, Ghost Boosters have been playing the better game, but that's not going to matter. The thing that's going to matter is who wins this overtime period.
And that's what makes overtime so much goddamn fun.
Yeah, it's anyone's game here on Sponsored TV, the Equidistant 8. Who's going to move on to the semifinals, Rektiles or Ghost Boosters? Rektiles have been coming back from quite a deficit, and right now they're going to have to win this one to move on. Ghost Boosters playing pretty well the majority of the night. Had a bit of a slip-up first half of Game 2, and that cost them, sending them into overtime. Who's going to win? It's anybody's guess. Again, for anyone that's joined us, that other voice you hear is Nilfin, providing the excellent co-commentary as we start the second half here, or the first half of the overtime period.
And I almost want to take bets on whether these rolling bombs are going to cancel each other out by both guys boosting. Here's the TPR Big Swing rolling bomb bet. Oh, Noblord taking care of Big Swingin's rolling bomb there.
And
you okay there, Ron?
Grab.
Oh,
Dino's out
doing a
past
great
3.
job.
We got 2 blocks. Noblord doing what he has to do, being aggressive, getting the snipe. Noblord, brilliant play, preventing the cap. Dino, again, doing this boost play that we saw.
Ooh. Hits it at just the wrong angle, though, but he's get. Ghost Boosters pick up 2 of the 3 pups, though. Rolling Bomb and Tag Pro. Ooh, Noblord's past 3.
And he's coming in, trying to boost. Oh, misses the boost intentionally.
Oh!
Wow. Oh!
Almost had it.
Whoa. Gem. Oh, the boost.
TPR doing a nice one-man contain. I love seeing a good one-man contain on Smirk. I'm pretty sure that was what led me to draft F2P Dynasty this season, was just seeing him put up some serious one-man returns even on Smirk in the open field. Snowball with a good block on Gem there. Dino, they're just making laps.
Yeah, he's being very patient here.
He's waiting for pups.
Yeah, and they got only one of them.
And now we're going to see Dino push it because he's got that tag pro. And so he's going to try and draw the defenders as far to their side as possible. And yep, he just kisses.
Exactly.
Try and give Big as much room. Big boost under past 2.
We saw this before. It led to a cap. Oh.
Well executed, but I think it was TPR that got the return, was just able to get the return before Dino got him.
Now, I don't know if you saw it, but Gem flaccid there, and I was going to comment on that, but I think that was intentional to get back on defense.
It's quite possible. I think, well, I mean, the other thing is, whenever all 4 of your enemy are in their base, it's like the perfect time to flaccid.
Right, there's no penalty to it, because you'll be able to respawn. Oh, man! Boost past 3! There's only one Gem with the blocks, and gets in the way, blocks the cap, actually.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
What a
boost. Oh, we got a double Ghost Booster, Tag Pro, and Rolling Bomb. Ghost Boosters pick up all 3 pups. And Thad is just going to have to... I'm surprised he didn't try for the kiss there.
Would have been a better option, as that's going to lead to the first cap here for the Ghost Boosters. Oh, I say Ghost Boosters weird too, don't I? Goodness sakes.
Well, you know, when you're saying, you know, I don't think you're normally, you know, not necessarily normally saying it weird. You're saying, you know, you're in stream, you're talking about the team, you occasionally, you know, play with your, ooh.
Yeah, but
almost got that boost straight in.
I don't think I say Rektiles. That'd be kind of strange. You say
no, but you might
weird.
say Rektiles.
Dino with the flag coming in for the cap. They've got some blocks. Can't quite pull it off.
The blukes just weren't there.
No, but Big Swingin's there with a rolling bomb. Going to try to boost in quick. And this is going to be a cap.
And
Didn't even need the rolling bomb. Evening the score 1-1. But Micro with that Tag Pro. He's going to be able to lead it. This should be a cap if TPR can hit the boost. And TPR has. And they've retained the lead. 30 seconds to go in the half. Very exciting end of the first half here.
Absolutely.
And Noblord past 1. Trying to power past Snowball to get past 2 using his speed. Can't quite do it. Dino's going to catch up. Big Swingin blocking it off. Noblord heading back. 10 seconds to go. Noblord's going to have to do something. Can they get the button? They can. Noblord doesn't trust it, though. Going to head back. And now at the wrong time. There's only 5 seconds to go. Got to get off that button. Push it. 2 seconds. Can't quite do it. And that's going to be a 2-1 lead here for the Ghost Boosters going into half 2 of overtime. Winner moves on.
TPR carrying stats wide from the Ghost Booster sides with 2 caps and 6 returns, more than anyone else on his team.
Yeah, a little in between halves celebration here for the Ghost Boosters. They've got a 1 cap lead, not much here, and as we've seen, 1 cap is definitely not going to equate to a win. They're going to have to play well, but they've won the majority of the halves here, so Ghost Boosters with a decidedly, admittedly an advantage going into the second half.
Yeah. Ghost Boosters have not, did not lose any games that they were down, or that they were up. They only lost 1 game where they were down. And that was in overtime, so.
Got a lot of requests for the Reptile Rap. I'm sorry, guys. They did not win that half. We're not going to be playing a Reptile Rap. Sorry. This scoreboard's not accurate anymore. But, yeah, 2-1 lead for the Ghost Boosters. We'll be going into half 2. This is it. This one's for all the marbles. Again, unless it ties.
In which case, the next one will be for all the marbles.
Potentially. all the
It's
marbles.
for all the tag coins.
It's for all the tag coins and all the marbles to see who can get into the semifinals. And that one will be all the marbles to see who can get into the actual game. So we've got a lot of way to go. This is only one of the first steps here for these teams in their playoff berths, but it is an important step. And it's a close one. It's a very closely contested game. Thanks for tuning in to Sponson TV for this game tonight, guys. As you can see, it's been a very back-and-forth game. Very interesting, and it's down to the wire here as we've got one final 5-minute half left to go to see who will move on to the next round of the playoffs. MLTP Season 7. I'm joined with Nilfin on commentary as we start off with 2 Juke Juices and a Tag Pro.
I've really enjoyed seeing just how kind of symmetrical the opening power-ups have been for many of these games. We've had a lot of double rolling bombs or double tag pros on the team boost on the team side.
And Dino's looking to even the scores here. He's coming in with the Juke Juice. We've got a Tag Pro. This is a good chance. Tag Pro runs out. Doesn't matter. There it is. Tied 2-2 Rektiles. Evening the boards. TPR trying to get past the button. Can't do it.
And yeah, 30 seconds. That's all it took. We're back to 4 minutes for all the marbles.
Yes. Speaking of 30 seconds to Mars Ball also in the playoffs. I think that would be a good game to tune into after this game, but you don't want to leave this one as we got another power-up round on the coming up very soon. TPR waiting for the mid, Noblord waiting for the bot right. He's going to have trouble as both players both defenders fighting him for it. It's a Tag Pro. Important power-up on this map. Let's see what they do with it. That's right, it's tied in the tiebreaker. TPR with the flag. An unfortunate boost allows everyone to catch up, and Big Swinging's going to boost right past TPR. TPR going to try for a team boost off the wall. And Snowball there with a Tag Pro runs out, and that'll be a nice kiss. But,
Dino, the classic kisser.
It is, but actually it was probably not a good idea for Dino to kiss there because now Noblo got out, and they
obviously, yeah, they had the better regrab.
Right.
But they still had 3 other people in base.
TPR pass 2. No. Whoa, we zoomed in a little bit there. That was kind of dramatic, huh? That was actually pretty good timing, but no BBQ style zooms here. We do have BBQ Telestrator. We haven't done that for a while. We need some excuses for arrows. We got power-ups coming up again. Highly contested Tag Pro in the middle. TPR grabbing it, getting spiked. And look at that. 2 power-ups for the Rektiles right now. Both Juke Juices.
Oh, beautiful job to just take out the guy sitting on the flag and not grab.
Yeah, Dino cut back at the right time. He only had a Juke Juice. Fat with the flag, a nice corner boost. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get out. Do want to put a little plug in here for BBQ. We were talking about the zooms. If you want to see some of those zooms, you can catch that immediately after the end of this game.
Oh, TPR passed.
That's good.
3.
Whoa, nice block by Jem.
Beautiful.
And that's going to be a 1-cap lead here, and they're not showing any signs of slowing down. Noblord with a Juke Juice pass 2. Noblord's trying to come in, and they've got a Tag Pro. Going to be able to lead, being nice and patient here. That's going to be another cap and an immediate 2-cap lead.
A rolling read. Yikes.
Yeah, this is not looking good. It's taking a turn for the worse here. TPR coming in to try to seal the deal. Noblord with the blocks. There's a 3rd cap right there. Now a 3-cap lead.
That
wow.
Was that even 30 seconds? Like they did that with like within the pup timers basically.
That was amazing. Ghostbusters trying to secure the win here. They've been playing better most of the halves here.
That is going to be hard to come back from.
Oh, nice moves by Jem, and Jem staying alive, being patient here. They're just trying to eat the time, eat the clock right now. Eat this time. TPR with the flag, gonna be past 3. Can
Come
TPR
on, just foul him to slow it down?
Yeah, just had to slow it down a little bit.
Oh wait, this isn't basketball. No, at this point, it is pretty much written as a Ghost Boosters win. I would love to see Rektiles come back at this point, and they might get a cap right here.
Well, they got probably one cap here. Yep, there's one. They need 2 more.
But
20 seconds to go.
There.
Nope, not going to happen. And right now they can just play defensively if they wanted to.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. They got 2 spikes out of the deal. That's not with. Oh, maybe it's intentional. Now they're back on defense. Dino with the flag. Not enough time to do it. That's going to be a Ghostbusters win. Ghost Boosters win. Yes, that's correct. And let's get the commemorative music in the background. I know we wanted to hear the Rektile rap. Sorry, you're not going to be able to hear that one again tonight as the Ghost Boosters have won the Equidistant. Moving on to the next round. If you do want to hear the Rektile rap again, feel free to check out the replay. It will be posted shortly after the game at youtube.com/RonSponson. But what an exciting end to this overtime game by the Ghost Boosters.
Yeah, that 30-second triple cap run was just impressive. I mean, it was obviously done with the aid of pups, but it was just so well executed.
Oh, absolutely. It was extremely exciting. And just that 30 seconds was just, I mean, I was trying to get a plug off for BBQ Chicken stream, but yeah, that 30 seconds there was just insane. When they came and basically sealed the deal with 3 caps in about 30 seconds there.
Yeah. So Tag Pro TV is about to start streaming the Capitalist versus Lag Prone game. BBQ Chicken and Raven will be commentating that on Tag Pro TV, twitch.tv/TagProTV.
Yeah, Tag Pro TV. Actually, is how it's pronounced, I think. But yeah, I do want to
make sure you put the accent in the browser address bar.
I don't want to waste any time with interviews or anything. We don't want to take away from the viewers, but want to really quickly thank you, Nilfin, for joining me with providing some excellent commentary. I definitely appreciate it.
Always a pleasure.
And congratulations, Ghost Boosters, for winning it. Thanks for being in chat, guys. I appreciate the support. This has been an excellent stream. Make sure to check out Tag Pro TV as they're playing